Thank you for joining me on Rising Up from Childhood Abuse, narrated by Nancy Pusateri. Today's discussion: toxic parents. Today, I want to discuss a topic that can be quite difficult but important to understand: the characteristics and effects of toxic parenting. A toxic parent is someone whose behavior creates a harmful environment for their child. This toxicity can have significant, long-lasting effects on a child's self-worth and emotional well-being. So what exactly does it mean to be a toxic parent? There are several key behaviors that often characterize these individuals. One common trait is being self-absorbed. This type of parent tends to focus primarily on their own needs and desires, while ignoring the feelings and needs of their child. When children feel that their emotions are overlooked or unimportant, it can lead to deep-seated issues with self-esteem. Another indicator of a toxic parenting style is emotional instability. Toxic parents may frequently overreact to situations or create unnecessary drama, making their children feel like they are walking on eggshells. Often, these parents rely on their children to stabilize their own emotions, which can put undue pressure on a young person who is still figuring out their own feelings. Toxic parents also tend to exhibit a controlling nature. This means they might infringe on their child's personal space, limit their ability to make decisions, or constantly criticize their choices. Such behavior can leave a child feeling powerless and can stifle their independence. Manipulation is another tactic commonly used by toxic parents. They may use guilt or shame to get their children to act in ways that serve the parents' interests, rather than fostering the child's own needs and desires. This manipulation can create a cycle of dependency, where the child feels that they must constantly appease their parent to avoid discomfort or conflict. In some cases, abusive behavior becomes evident. This can manifest in several ways, including physical or verbal abuse, but it can also include more subtle forms of mistreatment, such as name-calling, giving the silent treatment, or gaslighting. These abusive actions can chip away at a child's confidence and sense of reality, leading to confusion about their own self-worth. Another characteristic of a toxic parent is a blatant disregard for boundaries. They may pressure their children to comply with their wishes, even when those wishes are unreasonable. This can extend to unexpectedly showing up at their child's home or disregarding requests for privacy. Such behaviors can feel invasive and can further erode the child's sense of autonomy. It's important to highlight that toxicity in parenting doesn't discriminate. It can be exhibited by biological parents, step-parents, adoptive parents, or even foster parents. The impact of a toxic parenting style can be widespread and damaging. If you find yourself dealing with a toxic parent, there are several strategies you can use to cope with the situation. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out completely, but limiting your interactions when possible can help protect your mental and emotional health. When communicating with a toxic parent, there is no obligation to share personal details if you're not ready or if you believe it could lead to further manipulation or hurt. Establishing clear boundaries is also essential. This could mean setting limits on how often you see them or how long you stay during visits. Additionally, seeking therapy can be incredibly beneficial. For individuals coping with the effects of a toxic parent, a mental health professional can help you work through your experiences, understand the potential impacts on your life, and support personal growth. Therapy provides a safe space to process your emotions and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Remember, recognizing the signs of a toxic parent is the first step toward healing. It's important to honor your feelings. Many have faced similar challenges and have successfully navigated their relationships with toxic parents. In summary, toxic parenting can take many forms, each of which has the potential to harm a child's emotional and psychological well-being. Being self-absorbed, emotionally unstable, controlling, manipulative, abusive, and disregarding boundaries are all characteristics of a toxic parent. If you're in a relationship with someone who fits this description, remember that you have the power to set boundaries and protect your mental health. Reducing contact, communicating carefully, and seeking external support like therapy can significantly help in addressing these difficult dynamics. Your well-being matters, and taking steps towards healing is a crucial journey. I invite you to check out Rising Up: A True Story of Child Abuse. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this important topic, and I hope my story can inspire others to confront their past and strive towards a brighter future. If you or someone you know is facing abuse, I urge you to reach out to organizations such as childhelp.org at 800-422-4453 or the National Domestic Violence Hotline 800-799-7233 for support.